it is January 20th, 2022. Chelsea Colley here. I empower women and moms to dream big, create a roadmap, and achieve their dreams now. So I just want to do an overview of NESARA. NESARA is the National Economic Security and Reformation Act, and it is also similar to the global, which is GESARA, GESARA. And I would guess that would also be Global Economic Security and Reformation Act. So NESARA and GESARA. So one of the first things, as soon as NESARA is announced, there will be, let me read this exactly how it's worded. Okay, so first, NESARA will be announced, and it'll say, we are officially starting NESARA. And I believe right at that moment, all of the debt is gone. But there will be first an announcement, and then establishes new presidential and congressional elections within 120 days of NESARA's announcement. So as soon as they announce NESARA, then the whole government is fired, basically, and there will be new elections sometime within the next 120 days, presidential and congressional elections. So when it is announced, I believe this happens at the same time. If your debt has not been forgiven already, when it is announced, it will forgive credit card, mortgage, any other bank debt, including student loans, including car loans, due to illegal banking and government activities. So because they never had the money to lend to us in the first place, and the only money they did have is money they stole from us. And regardless, even, if that was their money, they loaned us 10 times what they had, which was our money to begin with. So it was totally illegal what they did, as far as any of the mortgages, any of the interest rates. Charging money on money is illegal. It's unconstitutional. It's not permitted in our Constitution, and neither is income tax. So because they lent you money out of thin air, and it wasn't actually based on real money, these are illegal banking activities. Everybody's credit card, mortgage, student loans, car loans will all be forgiven into a balance of zero. I assume any hospital bills, all that stuff. Then abolishes income tax, which I did mention. Income tax is illegal according to our original Constitution. Abolish IRS. So it will abolish the IRS completely, and it will create a flat rate, non-essential, new items only sales tax revenue for government. So there will no longer be any kind of tax on income at all. No, zero, zip, nada, nothing as far as income tax goes. The only thing we'll be responsible for is a flat rate, non-essential, new items only for sales tax revenue. So what does that mean? That means like groceries, or, well, I don't know if there'll be tax on groceries. New items only, non-essential. So non-essential items. So any new items that you buy that are non-essential, there will be a flat rate tax. and that will be the money that goes to the government. The government will be a lot smaller than it is now. It will probably shrink down to like 1/10 of what it is now. And that is on the sale of new items only. That counts for houses and cars. So we will no longer have to pay house taxes every year. The only reason we would pay sales tax is if it's on a brand new house or a brand new car. When we sell it to someone else, we don't pay taxes on that. So, increases benefits to senior citizens, returns constitutional law. We're going back to the Constitution, going back, 1955 prices. We're going back. 1955, baby. That's the number, 55. Look it up. Establishes new, I already said that, it establishes new presidential and congressional elections within 120 days after NESARA's announcement. So that's why I started with it. They will announce NESARA, and then within the next 120 days, there will be new elections. So monitors elections and prevents illegal election activities or special interest groups. So quantum voting, where it will be secure, established with blockchain encryption, and it will be a one-day in-paper vote. Returns constitutional law to all courts and legal matters. Initiates the U.S. Treasury bank system in alignment with constitutional law. Does it say? Yeah, it doesn't mention the rainbow currency on this one, but initiates the new U.S. Treasury bank system. They're rolling out a new currency. It's called rainbow currency. Rainbow currency. It's very colorful. It's made of like see-through polymer. All of the bills are actually blockchain encrypted, and they are trackable and locatable. So when our wealth switches over, the evil people, their wealth is not going to switch over because they're not good people. So the quantum system is somehow going to know and give you based on a credit, based on what kind of person you are. If you're a good person, you're going to be able to borrow money for free. So creates new U.S. Treasury currency. Oh, it does say that. Did I miss that? Okay, so creates new U.S. Treasury currency backed by gold, silver, platinum, and precious metals. So that would be the rainbow currency. And if I have time, I will show you. Maybe I'll do a separate video. I'll do a separate video of what they could possibly look like. Rainbow currency, beautiful. I mean, gorgeous, beautiful. You're going to be in shock. I'll do another video and I'll show you what it looks like. Or at least what the sample looked like. And by the way, it's not going to be dollars anymore. It's going to be USTN, which is United States Treasury note. And it will no longer be a debt. It will be an asset. Did you know that our dollars now are a notice of debt? So returns constitutional law, unites the U.S. Treasury banking system in alignment with constitutional law, which means they can't tax us on anything that they're not supposed to anymore. Eliminates the Federal Reserve System. They're already gone anyways. They're totally bankrupt. Been bankrupt. IRS bankrupt. Just because they're printing money doesn't mean they have money. And about the Federal Reserve, it's not federal and they don't have a reserve. It's just private corporations. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's not federal and they don't have a reserve. Restores financial privacy. So this, when our money system switches over to the quantum financial system, QFS, it will transfer one-to-one. Don't ever be concerned. You're not going to be losing any money. And restores financial privacy. Yeah, and so there'll be no more like identity theft or using each other's things because everything's going to be blockchain encrypted. It will just make everything a lot more secure. So retrains all judges and attorneys in constitutional law, ceases all aggressive U.S. government military actions worldwide. What does that mean? Ceases military actions worldwide. World peace. I'm not kidding. It says, establishes peace throughout the world. That's the next item. Okay, 3 more items. Indicates worldwide prosperity distribution of vast wealth, which has been accumulating for decades. So it initiates worldwide prosperity distribution of vast wealth, which has been accumulating for decades. So the money that we have originally had has been collecting interest all of this time. And we get all the money that they've stolen from us back. So we're going to be rich. We are already rich. The money, they have actually used our names and sold us on paper with our name, with our original birth certificate that our mothers signed. And they have literally been trading us like stocks. Once you start doing research and digging into this stuff, you'll find out that they've literally been trading people like stocks, and they give them a certain score, how likely they are to, keep a job. And, they've been trading on people for years and years and years. So we're all worth multiple millions. We get everything. The good thing about the cabal is they're really great at taking notes and tracking everything and making everything legal because of their greedy fingers. They like to measure it all out and make sure everything's perfect. So they've kept the really good books this whole time. So we know exactly what they've done. And it's coming back to bite them in the arse. So distribution of wealth, redistribution of wealth. They're taking away from the wealthy and giving to the everyone. And this is biblical. Releases enormous sums of money for humanitarian purposes. So releases enormous sums of money for humanitarian purposes. At this point, if there's something you always wanted to do, but you didn't have the money, this is the time where there's going to be an unlimited amount of money that you can use for your dreams. Your dreams, all of them, whatever you want, has already come true. If you can imagine, I do believe NESARA is a real thing. I do believe we will see it soon. I said last year, I thought it was going to happen that last year. So I'm not going to say for sure it's going to happen this year, but hopefully it does. I don't know if you guys heard some talk lately, but I've heard some talk. And there's a number of things that could go down today. At any point, January 20th and beyond, they can pull it. If they're going off the devolution, and that's how they have taken legal control in the background, then the DOD war manual says after the occupying force has been there for 365 days, then they can come back in. And Kellyanne, sooner than we think. I think so too. I really feel something big happening. See, I just killed a mosquito. See, something big is happening. Anyways, law of war, DOD manual, as of January 20th, at any point, the military could just come in and take over. So there's that. And I think there was one more point. Oh, this last one's really good. Enables the release of new technologies such as alternative energy devices, which may happen sooner because quantum energy should be one of the sooner things that would happen. enables the release of new technologies, such as energy devices. So they could literally just give us something like the size of a suitcase or smaller to put in our home, and it would power our whole home just by using the magnetic energy within our air. So electricity is free. It's always been free. Tesla proved that we could tap into it and we could have wireless internet technology back in 1927. I actually have his original report. Back in 1927, he had a plan for wireless energy worldwide. So, yeah, free energy is real, and that's only the very beginning of it. There are 6,000 patents that have been sealed for national security or something like that. Some BS reason, but those 6,000 patents, once those are released, I mean, they literally have things you can just step on and it'll fly you away, to the other side of the world. Like, they have things we haven't even dreamed of. So I think it's going to happen sooner than we think too. But let's just get ready for this NESARA and this whole new world. And it totally really does open up your world of possibilities. So be sure to do your bucket list. And you can grab my free gift. It's the bucket list blueprint. And I have a video about it if you want to look at the video. Also, if you want to just grab your bucket list, you can text bucket list to 26786. Text bucket list, all caps, no spaces, to 26786. 26786. Bucket list, all caps, no spaces. So join me on Be a Life Breather on Facebook. And also, you can reach me on all my social media and grab your free gift and order your copy of my book, Be a Life Breather. You can do all of that at chelseacolley360.com. Much love to you. You guys hold the line. Bye.